get started.
It's time to drink
and draw.
Drinks
And draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, wake the kids, phone the neighbors.
drinks
And draw.
Give the folks a little sizzle.
Sizzle?
Spetsy.
Quick. Wow, you're pretty quick for a big guy.
Brought to you by
Comics.shop.
I believe I'm ready, but you just don't know.
I feel I'm ready.
Yeah, g'day, mates. You did it. You made it. It's Friday. Congratulations. How you feeling? It's good to see you. Welcome to Friday night's Drink and Draw, brought to you by the good people at ComX, right here at the ComX.net AU YouTube channel, where you can like, subscribe, and the other thing, comment. Drop a comment in the old chatteroony, and we will talk to you. Now, we are tonight drawing the Last Ronin. It's the last of them. So, you know, if you come here looking for a multitude of Ronins, we only have the last one. But to draw the Last Ronin, we need a crack team, or a team of crackheads. Luckily, I have both. It's Dr. J's protege, Shaden Jew. Shaden!
G'day, mate. How you going?
Hey, mate. Without Sis here, you know I lean extra hard on this guy. It's Quick Nick Cleary.
How you going? I'm going to do backup sizzle stuff tonight. So if I seem like I'm not with it, I'm with it. All right.
Give the folks a little sizzle. Speaking of a man who has a burning hot cylinder of ink in his palm. Yep, I write these intros out. It's Tom Tongue.
Hi, I swear I'm more than just a set of hands.
What else are you, Tom?
I'm a human. I have human organs and everything.
Oh,
Whoa,
nice.
human organs.
How many kidneys do you have? It's asking for a friend. And
That are
he
mine,
said-
or that just in general.
just in general, just you.
Oh, I'll send you the catalog later.
Ah, sweet. Thanks. Hope I get mate rights.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Well, speaking of mates, mate. Yeah, g'day, mate. Alex Major, how you be?
Me, I don't know how to do if because you're saying you got some crackheads on the show. I don't know how to pretend to smoke crack. Is it like in a bowl, or
I believe it's in a cup. I think you drink it. I don't know.
yeah?
But we'll learn.
Yeah. So if anybody can help me out, comments down below.
You're fortunately you are right before.
Wow.
Like the guy who knows all about this stuff. Like
Nice, Nick.
name a substance this guy hasn't inhaled, drank, shot, what all the things. Put it on a spoon. There's one of them goes on a spoon. Nick.
Yeah, that's heroin. But anyway, yeah.
Yes.
I know that
Yes.
one.
I'm an expert on anything, and so it would almost be rude for me to answer a question on anything. So,
You're a
simple, ask
humble
other people.
expert. So
Yeah.
give other people a chance to chime in, Nick. Gee,
Yeah, no, I'm just sick of hogging the drug talk all the time. It's like, Nick, give it a rest, mate. Okay, rest.
Yeah. Now, we did Ninja Turtles only like 10 or 15 episodes ago. I think this was a ploy on Sizzle's behalf to get these two men back on the show. Ninja Turtle cover artists Jamie Johnson and Adrian, I want to say Nikita.
Whatever you want to say, it doesn't really matter. It's close enough.
Well, I'm going to
boys.
choose to say
Hey,
it's
girls.
Nicholas. So we've got three Nicholases in the house tonight. Now, this next man, I've done 6 comics with him, and yet I have never met him, only virtually. And I live at one end of Australia, and he lives at the other end. So you could say he's a far Ken. He's far Ken best. The fucking best. He's Ken best.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for
Good to
having
have
me.
you.
Thank you.
And I think that's it. All right, let's get Neil Blandon. There are a few men that I love as much as I love Neil Blandon, and I'm being truthful. It sounds sarcastic. Neil, I'm a big fan. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You know, there are other of us men here, Spedsy. You know, we all feel inferior to
Eddie
Neil now.
Kelly.
Is there though? Sore face. All right. Well, so look, what are we doing? We did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but this is getting a little bit more specific. Tonight we are talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, which of course is this little chestnut. It's The Last Ronin is a 5-issue comic book miniseries published by IDW Publishing. The series written by Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz, based on an old story outline written by Eastman and Peter Laird back in 1987, and drawn by Asao and Isaac. Names I should have tried to pronounce before the show. Asakorza, Ben Bishop, and Eastman himself. The story follows characters from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise in an alternative future dubbed the Roninverse, wherein the last remaining turtle seeks to avenge the death of his brothers by killing the grandson of one of the turtles' arch enemies. Now, Shaden, just tell me, who is the Ninja Turtles' arch enemy?
I looked up this before. I believe it is Hiroto.
Neil, who is the turtles' arch nemesis?
I have no idea.
Yes.
None at all.
Okay, Alex. I'm going
It's
in
either
order.
going to be Crane, Shredder, or Bebop and Rocksteady. It's one of those
All
four.
right. Damn it! I wanted you to not know anything. Yes, it is.
It's Bluto and Donald.
So yes, it is killing the grandson of the turtles' arch enemy, the Shredder. The grandson. So this turtle must be getting up there in years now. Shay Diddly Daisy, which Ninja Turtle do you think is the last Ronin? Firstly, can you name all 4 Ninja Turtles?
Yes, we got. Oh, hold on, wait. I know because the purple one, Donatello, was my favorite, but I know that Mikey is the last Ronin. The other 2.
Oh, spoilers! I was gonna.
Game Killer. I wanted you to not know.
There's red and there's blue, and I can't remember the two names.
Neil, who are the red and the blue Ninja Turtles?
Picasso and Cezanne.
Nailed it. Oh, people come to this show for knowledge, and you just dumped a knowledge.
I dumped something
in the lap. No, you're wrong. Ken, do you know the Ninja Turtles? Who have we got left? The red and the blue?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm not.
This is what we like to do. We get a crack team of experts. So you got no idea. Like, can you even name one Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, Donatello. And is it Michelangelo?
Yeah, the 2 that we've.
I have seen. I saw the original movie back in the 80s, or the 90s, I think it was, but haven't followed it since, really.
All right. Well, Shaden, look, we've got this little thing for later in the show. You have 1 minute to come up with the names of the blue and the red Ninja Turtle. Now the stream will explode if you no Googling. You are the lady.
That's what I do best. What are you talking about? That's what I do best.
Have it like if I told you they were famous painters, does that help you at all? So you got Michelangelo, you got Donatello.
You'd think I did art history, but
is it Banksy?
Banksy? Is it? No.
I'll tell you who it isn't. It's not Vincent Van Gogh, so don't guess
No,
him.
and it's not Frida Kahlo either. I'm thinking.
I'm not spoiling it anymore. I'm not spoiling that one. I'm not saying yes or no.
Right, Neil, you've got 16 seconds. Can you name us the blue and the red turtles?
Greg and Murray.
Yes.
Donatello, Michelangelo, Greg, and Murray. Of course, we're talking about Leonardo and Raphael.
Rembrandt. Raphael, yeah.
This is, this is next level for us not knowing stuff on this show.
Yes, Venus.
Ah, yeah.
Venus. So they didn't go with Frida.
They didn't go with an artist at all.
No, that's what I mean.
Oh, sorry.
Italian Renaissance painters would be the category.
So quick, I've got a few questions. But firstly, have you read or know of The Last Ronin?
Yes.
Whoa! All right.
Right here. Shiny.
All right.
Nice looking book.
Give
It's
me
a
the
beautiful
little
book, isn't it, Tom? It's. I was just saying, it's the nicest book on my shelf. Like to hold, to touch. It looks beautiful. It's well bound. All those wonderful things.
Have you not got Sluggish?
I've got Sluggish.
All right. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Sluggish, I mean, did you enjoy it?
I did. I have a few gripes with Sluggish. No, I've got one gripe with The Last Ronin. I'm not sure if we're talking. We're going to talk it up, but maybe ask me later if we want to get into like a little bit of a half comment review from me. I could talk about it. But it's a great book, and it's visually great. Like drawing the turtles is so fun. Not that I draw the turtles, but they just move so well on the page. They flip and they roll, and you always know what you're looking at. And those big fingers are just so. Like Jamie could talk about that much more than me, and Adrian. But yeah, there's a reason the turtles are great comic book characters, and it's. I don't know how to articulate it, but they're beautiful.
I must have asked this on the earlier episode, but quick, what is a half shell?
It's a a full shell. Do you know what a full shell is?
Yeah, no.
Just tell me what a full shell is quickly before we go on.
It's half of that.
Well, a full shell is like, well, you've got the entirety of a shell, I guess.
Yeah, so you've answered my question. Excellent. Moving on.
Okay. All right. Well, last question for you, quick. Now, this question I'll be posing to everybody, so start getting your creative brains firing. But I want to know what other IPs, franchises, TV shows, cartoons, comics, or whatever could have like a Last Ronin revenge type. Well, look, I'll quickly just give you. Well, we've sort of established that, right? Michelangelo goes on a revenge tour to find Shredder's grandson, right? I've not read it. This is just my Wikipediaing. So
is that what we're going to talk about it like that? Okay. All right. Spoilers are out there now. I think everyone should know that's the projection of the show now. We're going to say who the Last Ronin is. That's
like spoilers. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It came out in 2020, so I think it's pretty common.
Well, I only just read that this year, and I had managed to keep it
a secret.
To myself. I didn't know until I'd read it, which I was happy about.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, I think we mentioned it on a previous show, and I foolishly said the Last Ronin is Raphael, right? And that's just me 100% assuming. And I'll just read you. There's like a Why Mikey thing.
It makes sense. It's a red book. He's sort of the badass of the group. He's the biggest turtle.
From the lips of Kevin Eastman. The simplest answer is that Mikey was the brother we figured nobody would expect. The happy-go-lucky party dude is now Rambo? What? Raph seemed too obvious, and Leo wasn't too far behind on the obvious scale, and Donnie seemed like someone who would have gone more tech than conventional in his revenge. And we really wanted it to be a grunt's story. Plus, Kevin really liked the idea that Mikey, who was the first Ninja Turtle ever drawn, was also the last to be alive. Thematically, Mikey gave us the opportunity to explore the irony of the one person in the family who never truly bought into the clan war aspect that exists as the foundation of their lives, being the only one left alive and stuck with the mission of ultimately winning said war or dying trying. So what I'm looking for from you, Quick, is who is that in another franchise? For example, Happy Days. You've got the last... Everyone's been killed. It's called The Last Potsy. Potsy goes on a revenge tour to revenge the death of, like Arnold took out Fonzie and Richie Cunningham. And why
sort of a spoiler if it's called The Last Potsy.
Story.
Yeah. So, Aaron, you want me to pick a franchise?
Yeah, and I want you to give me the not obvious but
You don't
cool.
put me on the spot. There's no fake rehearsal questions before the show, folks. So like the Batman's got the Dark Knight Returns. It's Superman to my mind is like Kingdom Come. The Last Ronin is the answer to what happens to the turtles in a dark future. I would like to see scanning the room for like what have I got?
The last Autobot. Who's the last Autobot?
I would actually like to see, and it's probably been done. Like
Tell you which one isn't. It's not Wheeljack.
No, like I want to see the Fantastic Four. They're all gone. The Thing's still going. Like, what is he doing in isolation? That would be kind of interesting to me.
I'll give you that because he would be the least likely to be fueled by revenge because he's the ever-loving thing.
That's right.
But the correct answer would have been Herbie the Rowboat. The Rowboat? The Robot.
Okay.
Fantastic Four. Yeah, sorry. Bow. That was a great try.
Here's my picture of the Goo Gal. Eyes up, Shaden.
Oh, that's me. Thank you. I'm back at it, guys.
Tom, you know all about this, right? You're a man of culture.
I thought this was The Last Samurai, and I get to draw Tom Cruise.
Oh.
So I'm a bit thrown off. I'll work with it though.
You can still draw Tom Cruise if you want in a ninja
Which turtle would Tom Cruise be?
He'd be. I wouldn't even give you the turtle. He'd be just April O'Neil.
Hubbard.
He's the new turtle, like another new turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to.
He's gonna be if he's gonna be the Last Samurai, he could be the Usagi Yojimbo because he was a white samurai bunny.
That's true.
So.
Oh.
Well, there you go. See, I didn't say something stupid for a change. How about that? How that's busy. I know my turtles. Well,
I just assumed it was going to be stupid, and I wasn't listening.
I need new friends.
So Tom, where did we land with you? So because I just started picturing the turtle sitting in the sewer, and Tom Cruise, without explanation, is just with them, and he's just called Tom, and he runs around.
Yep,
and that's it. Have
I've
you read The Last Ronin, Tom?
I have read The Last Ronin. With not much context, I'm in that generation where you lost kids to Power Rangers, not turtles.
Right.
So I feel like there's this 3-year gap where Turtles fans aren't as prevalent, and you get a bunch of Power Rangers fans, and then you go back to Turtles.
Yeah.
Well, they did a terrible crossover in the Saban universe. So.
Which was the terrible crossover? I remember the awesome crossover.
That's where Venus was. It's terrible.
We are getting some. So Jeffrey in the comments, "G'day all," is The Last Ronin, Raph, and then Andrew Law. Wait, it's Mikey. We are spoiling this story for everybody.
Yeah, it's spoiled.
Nick May, can you answer this for me? Do the Ninja Turtles have a turtle lifespan or a human one?
They've got neither because of their mutation. It's allowed them to flourish where other turtles might perish. So a normal turtle would live about 6,000 years, and a person lives about 24 hours. And the mutation of the turtles has allowed them to overcome the limitations of biology. So,
right.
I'm a science teacher. Sorry, I probably should have prefaced my answer by saying that I do. I pretty much know everything.
Biology teacher.
Alex Major,
maybe. Yes.
That's just the perfect answer. Tell us, have you read The Last Ronin?
No, but I played the Cowabunga collection 3 weeks ago on my Switch. Does that count?
Right. And how did that go?
I didn't go that well, I suppose. I think I beat the Fly guy on in the arcade version of Turtles 4, which wasn't called Turtles 4.
Turtles in Time.
So Turtles in Time, that's the one. Yeah, so I was playing that. It's a fun game. And I played the NES ones as well. You can switch off the flickering, so they're a little bit more fun to play. So you can play Turtles Manhattan Project as well. That's a fun game.
Right.
But anyways, that's like all. That was like Turtles 3. That's Turtles 3 on the NES.
Yeah, right. Alex,
like,
do
it's
you
like the
have
arcade game.
Do you have an IP or franchise that you could take one of the more obscure, or not obscure, but take one of the.
It's just a revenge story, right? Like, we don't have to kill anybody in this scenario, or do they have to be dead?
Well, it's your story, but they need to get revenge. Like, I'm thinking like Thomas the Tank Engine, The Last Gordon.
Because I did think of Garfield, and
yes.
I know he tries to send Nermal to Abu Dhabi, and he fails. And I reckon he sends successfully to Abu Dhabi, but then he gets charged for it. And I reckon he's just going to go ape shit on that.
So who killed Garfield in this story?
Garfield is not dead in it. He's the one doing the revenging there. Because, like...
but that's the whole... that's the...
But like, Nermal's dead. Okay, fine. We kill Nermal. How about that?
No. You got to kill Garfield. And then the lasagna has to go on revenge tour.
Who's going to go on the revenge tour?
The lasagna.
The lasagna's not going on a revenge
tour.
Which
is ironic because Garfield spent his whole life hating the lasagna. And now
no, he loved the lasagna. He eats the lasagna. He eats lasagna, dude. What he hates Mondays.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you not know the lore of Garfield?
I know as much about Garfield as I know about the Last Ronin. So
Garfield's revenge on Mondays. I want to see that. Finally, he's had enough. Now it's time to kill Monday.
Yeah, I had it all backwards. So he loves lasagna and hates Monday. Here I was.
Yeah. Why would he hate?
His whole thing is like the only time he's active is when lasagna's in the room. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't really think it all through. I just wanted to make something up with Garfield in it and Nermal going to Abu Dhabi and then somehow make it dark. But I didn't really...
You're there, man. You got there.
Yeah.
Tom, I'd be remiss. I missed out on asking you a franchise to Last Roninize. Do you have one?
You've got to do like Sesame Street.
Yeah.
And everyone's gone except for Oscar. And after decades of telling people to scram, suddenly he's the last guy and he hates it. But Oscar's tough enough that he can survive in a post-apocalyptic Neo future.
Yes.
So it's him and his can and him defending Sesame Street by whatever new Muppets are coming his way.
And yeah, the bin lid is a Captain America shield. What killed the rest of the Muppets on Sesame Street?
Ratings.
I think. Look,
did somebody say ratings?
Yep.
Like ratings.
He said rabies.
Yeah, like there is some sort of cancel culture here, and everyone's moved. Oh, that is a nice Garfield.
There you go.
Well, yeah. So I'm trying to think like how the hands play into it, or is that getting a little bit too like there's a hand shortage, and that's how the Muppets die.
I reckon there's like one line where he's like, "Well, I'm not really alone because I got this guy with a hand up my ass and another guy controlling my other arm."
Yeah.
What about the two reviewers? What are they up to? Are they dead as well, or are they in on it?
We're more
alive
than the
audience. Isn't that a different universe? I don't know.
Yeah, that's Muppets, man. That's not Sesame Street.
Muppets, shit! Man. I get the two. I don't know. Kermit the Frog's been on both, and I've been confused ever since.
Are Sesame Street characters technically not Muppets? Is that the official wording?
No, they are, but it's just a different. You know,
okay.
It's like Happy Days and Chachi loves Joni.
What are they?
It's not going to work.
What do you call those guys?
That's the Chachi verse.
Okay.
Everyone knows the Chachi verse.
Yes, I just wanted to hear you say that. That's all. I knew as well.
That's a good That's a good one for the revenge tour as well. Chachi is a good. The last Potsy sounds way funnier, but
You might think that.
Chachi avenging the death of Fonzie. That's pretty cool. Nick May, you like The Last Ronin so much, you named your only son Ronin.
Yeah, I find it sort of offensive. I'm hoping that my son will be the last Ronin. I don't want any stupid 6,000-year-old turtle outliving my son. Ronin, if you're watching, and I know you're not, and you never will, survive beyond the post-apocalypse, please, my sweet man.
Also, Ronin, it's your Uncle Spencer here. Have a child, have a son, and call him Ronin. Why he doesn't have to be the last Ronin. You can spawn a lineage of Ronins. Ronin the second, Ronin the third. Let's make it an empire of old Vikings.
Correct.
Yeah. Nick, Last Ronin, is it on your radar?
It is now. Yeah. I had a look at an issue of The Last Ronin. I also found a sketchbook of The Last Ronin online where there was a lot of the preliminary stuff in there. And it looks fascinating-ish.
Great. What about, do you have who would be the last He-Man, the last Master of the Universe, the last GoBot?
Stinkor. Maybe? Was that a guy? Or maybe Fisto?
Well, He-Man is a bit, you weren't a He-Man guy. That's after you. What was, like, wooden trucks? What were you into in the...
Sticks with feathers taped onto them. They were great. They were fully posable.
They had marbles back then.
Sticks. Wooden trucks. Wooden trucks. That's one of the best comic sticks I've ever heard. Wooden trucks.
It was either that or Tin Robots. Poor Sean, when I saw it was Mikey, my heart instantly broke.
Oh.
And Stu Thornton, sorry I'm late. What have I missed? All of it, mate. All of it. Spoilers for fourth.
Spoilers. Yeah, a lot of spoilers.
We should have said that at the top. Mind you, I feel like we've spoiled every single thing we've ever spoken about, right?
Pretty much.
We never.
One way or another.
We didn't spoil Garfield, yeah.
No, because you can't spoil Garfield. Because The Last Ronin, like the book itself, it's like you look at that. He's wearing all the things. He's wearing a mask. The first question is, which turtle is that?
Yeah.
You turn around and says, "Who is the last Ronin?" There's no question mark on that. I'm not sure why.
We did spoil it.
We are officially spoiling it, and that's why I got a bit cranky before.
Yeah, the fifth turtle, cranky. Yeah, that's annoying. Apologies in reverse. All right, Jamie, school us fools on The Last Ronin, its creation, your involvement, how awesome it is, and all that good stuff.
So anyone that hasn't, isn't familiar with Turtles or Ronin, I like to describe it as a cross between Blade Runner and The Dark Knight Returns. So the style of the dystopian future, it's got that real kind of grittiness. It kind of goes back to the roots of the Mirage comic, which is a little bit, I guess, more violent in a way.
Yeah.
But it's just like you said, it was conceived about 30 years ago. They actually had it set in kind of modern times now, but they put it 30 years in the future for the purpose of obviously we don't have flying cars and nanotech and all that sort of stuff. So my involvement, to be honest with you, not as much as I would have liked. I was hit up by a few stores to do some retailer variants. That's awesome. In my sketchbook, I ended up putting them in there anyway. This is the only one that made it to publication. That was for the follow-up for the Lost Years. So that was my issue 1. But yeah, I had a bunch of covers here that were meant to be and just ended up going unpublished. So if you ever see me at a convention, you can have a flick through and have a look at the what would have been. But yeah, it's just a fun ride. To be honest, I haven't read. They've got a volume 2 out now. It's called Re-Evolution, where they're the next generation of turtles under the tutelage of Casey Marie Jones, which is the daughter of Casey and April. Basically the new sensei, the new Splinter, if you will. So I'll leave it at that because I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a great read, and if you get a chance you should pick up Floppy or a trade because they're great.
So who did you say Casey Jones's daughter was training? Did you say
the next generation of turtles? I'm not going to say how they came about or who they are, but,
all right, well there you go, we won't spoil that. Even though
it's better to be spoiling stuff already. So
yeah,
Shaden,
they
Google
love lasagna and Muppets. So that's all I'll say.
All right, well we'll try not to spoil that, but golly, I want to know. Buy the book, idiot. Yeah, all right. What about you, Adrian? Can you school some fools for us?
Yeah, if you read the Last Ronin one, you'll get the answers Jamie was talking about with the new turtles.
Do we see some turtle action?
Always.
What sort of action are you thinking of? Because the way you were saying, do we see some turtle action? It's like
that's what I meant. I said like,
hub.
Are the turtles born of turtles? Like, is there some turtle action with?
Is there some turtle action
after the word action? Like,
we get the full shell, Spezzy. We get the full shell.
That's the uncut version,
right? So they're uncut, you say, right? All right. So, Adrian, you've told us in the past about your love for the turtles. You have some turtle covers coming up, or just
I did one issue 150 was a variant,
right?
And then I sort of went on holidays and haven't really done much. So, still on holidays.
Yeah, nice.
Loving it.
Do you have a IP/franchise, whatever, that you could last Roninize?
Look, someone said the Transformers. I think that'll be cool.
I think it was been done. Nick Roche did that, and I think it was Rodimus Prime.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't read that, but yeah, I thought that could be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Don't know what else really. Batman's sort of been done. That was a good one.
What about
can't really think of anything else.
What about well, Alex, maybe this is more up your alley. The cast, the other 3 members of the Seinfeld cast died horribly, and one of them.
Newman's the only one left.
That's perfect. I assumed one of the 4, but Newman is the call.
They're pretty cool. You think it's George's silhouette the whole time, and then eventually he reveals a bit of hair, and you're like, "What? That can't be George." Man, I'll do that.
And as he reveals it, hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman.
Sorry to spoil that future book, but
that's a good book.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Adrian. Sorry, mate.
Jamie, you going to draw that for us? You going to get the cover going? Adrian, you on that? Seinfeld?
Yeah, for the Seinfeld one, I mean.
Yeah.
We need a George Costanza that, a Newman that looks like George. Anyway.
In a silhouette form.
The stocky figure in a coat. I think the glasses are there. It's done. Trick him.
Mr. Ken, you, I dare say you've not read The Last Ronin if you can't name the Ninja Turtles. So instead, how about you tell us, being your first time on the show, you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, who you are, what you've been up to.
Yeah, well, I've been doodling comics for about 15 years now. I've done a few short stories with us for Reverie. I've done some work for Dark Oz, for Decay and Retro Sci-Fi Tales. I've done a little bit of work I did some humorous illustrations for Mad Magazine when it was for the Aussie version when it was still going.
Yeah.
And what else? I did some short stories for Future Quake Press, which was a sister publication to 2000 AD, but they closed down because the the editor died, so they didn't keep going. So,
right.
But it's only been, you know, indie stuff. I haven't been able to get any professional work yet, but I've been doing a lot of local indie stuff and a bit of UK stuff, anthology
Should Mad Magazine not
pages.
pay?
Hey,
Should Mad Magazine not pay? Because that's pretty mainstream and cool and awesome.
yeah, no, they didn't. Not towards the end there, because they weren't getting the distribution and they wanted content, but they you know, they out of the blue they closed down, and that sort of coincided with the American version not accepting any new content either. So, but it was fun while I was doing it. But yeah, no, I'm trying to get my foot in the door there professionally somewhere along the line of talking to Chris Sequeira with IPI Comics on a few projects that may come up in the future. And yeah, but apart from that, I work full time in a different job, an unrelated job, and just like to draw comics just for fun. Pass the time.
Like we're talking about Turtles tonight, but who would be your favorite movie, TV show, animation, cartoon, whatever? Like, do you have a favorite? Are you a Star Wars guy or a Harry Potter guy, or what's your favorite?
No, not really. Probably Star Wars originally. That was the first movie I ever saw in the cinema back in the early 80s. And Star Trek, I was a big fan of Star Trek as well. So,
who would be your last Ronin of the Star Wars universe? Everyone else has been killed. This person's going on a revenge tour. It's not who you think. The revenging Rambo is...
The revenging Rambo. R2-D2. There you go. A robot revenging Rambo.
Yeah. Excellent. Lots of people being just zapped.
Yeah. Well, C-3PO even. He's C-3PO ditches his politeness and just takes it to everyone, takes the battle to everyone.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
The version of the Last Ronin cover, but you got C-3PO on his back. He's got Luke's lightsaber, Han's blaster.
Yep. The Newman and R2-D2 on screen.
That looks like George Costanza there, is it?
And then you take off the veil, and then you realize, hang on, what's all this business?
Wait, he's got hair that George Costanza doesn't have. Hello.
Wait a minute.
What the hell?
Wow, this thing writes itself. Someone get Larry David on the blower.
Right?
Okay, just a second. Just a second.
Hey, I thought of a good one, Betsy. What about the Avengers? We don't know who it is. We slowly reveal it's Hawkeye. He's the Ronin. Oh, sorry. No, scrap that.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
All good.
I was hoping you were going to say Alfred. Alfred goes on a revenge tour carrying all those weapons.
If you're doing the Marvel universe, then you could just have. You could have Stan Lee go all Ronin. All these franchises have been killed off, and he can't appear in cameos anymore. So he just goes on a revenge tour.
Hey, Betsy, do I get to answer that question?
Nah, we blew past you for a reason because we knew your answer would be too good. No, yeah, go. What do you got?
Well, you're from Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
So I figure it's like set on Ramsey Street. It's just the last neighbors. It's just Harold on a.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Who's your guy? Who are you picking from Neighbours?
Harold.
Harold.
Even though he's probably dead by now. But yeah. Or
what if it's Harold?
Whatever.
But it's actually Toadfish.
Yes, Toady. Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't want to see him go up against who's the old guy that was on Home and Away for a very long time.
Alf.
So it's like Toady versus Alf. But that's like
the not on it anymore.
And then they have to team up together to take on. I don't know. We'll workshop who the big villain is.
Practice.
The big dad.
Yeah. The Flying Doctor's Service. Yeah.
The old pedo from Hey Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd buy that comic book.
You also missed me, Spedsy.
So normally I'd use the bullcrap questions sparingly, but it was such a no, as in like sometimes I did this person I didn't really get to talk to them long enough, so I'll chuck in this question. So I thought anyway, blah blah. This is behind the scenes nonsense.
Anyway,
Shaden.
Spedsy, thanks for not missing me. Anyway, appreciate it.
Please,
you get all the bullshit.
Tell me your last Roninizing franchise IPing thing.
I was thinking Sailor Moon, and I was thinking maybe doing Sailor Mars as the last one.
Ah,
It was really cool. I liked her. She would be a good one, I reckon.
Is
Yeah,
Chibi
I-
Moon too obvious?
I don't know. Me? Oh, I mean, no, I don't think so.
What about the? Wouldn't Tuxedo Mask be all upset? Oh no, all the Sailor Scouts are gone.
It probably would be, but I just think Sailor Mars needs her like own thing because she was dope.
I'm down with that.
Now I know nothing about Sailor Moon, and just by you saying Sailor Mars, does every planet or whatever have a sailor?
Yeah, a lot of them do. It's like
Yeah, like,
Sailor
not
Jupiter.
all of them, I
Sailor,
think.
yeah, they're all named after a planet, but it's not all 9.
Is there a Sailor Uranus?
Because Pluto's a planet.
There better be.
Yeah,
That's the
sorry for not getting excited, Shaden, because I don't know Sailor Moon. I thought I thought the Revenging Rambo will either be the Sailor or the Moon. I got no idea.
Popeye the Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Mr. Neil Blandon.
Yes, sir.
Now you
Oh, am I
went on
supposed to
our...
just go now?
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Answer all the questions I have asked previously. Now you went on our original Ninja Turtle episode, so I feel like I can ask you all turtle-ness. How familiar or unfamiliar have you ever been when, especially in the 90s when the turtles were everywhere? You of course were a young.
I was an
buck.
old man when the turtles were around.
Was your daughter into the turtles?
No, I think my nephews were into it, but I remember it being big kind of like at the late 80s. And I remember hearing about it in the 80s. I knew about all the Mirage stuff and that, and knew that it was becoming big. And I remember seeing it. It must have been in the 80s when it was on back. Harold's back. Sorry, Harold's back.
Harold's
back.
In pog form.
And it became really huge really quickly. From the animation, with the greatest theme tune ever, which I'm not going to sing.
Which was written by Chuck Lorre of 2.5 Men fame.
Wow.
Well, he's the man then because it's the best. It's
Or at
the
least
best
half a man,
kids theme song that I've ever heard.
Neil, what were you into
Now it's
yourself, pop culture wise, when the turtles are exploding everywhere? You're like,
I was like about 23.
You're still allowed to like
reading.
things.
I was probably reading underground comics. I was probably reading Peter Bagg and Dan Clowes and all those guys.
Wow.
There you go.
What
Yeah,
was
I know,
your
how exciting.
So Ninja Turtles was huge in my 10, 11, 12s. What was your 10, 11, 12s?
I'm trying to think. As a kid, I really sorry? No? Okay.
I said wooden trucks. I'm still laughing.
Yeah, wooden cars and tin robots, Tonka trucks. As a kid, I can't remember. 12 was mad, like American Mad, because you could just go down the milk bar and buy it. But as a kid, I think it was like Astro Boy and Gigantor and stuff like that, like all that black and white anime. I really liked, and Hanna-Barbera's. Always loved 60s Hanna-Barbera's as a kid.
What were you playing with? Tangible in your hand?
Excuse me? Tangible in my hand. It was wooden trucks and tin. It probably was. It was probably all
Sometimes the
that
funniest
kind of
jokes
stuff.
are based in truth.
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, Spency, what's the time call on this one? Because I think I'm done.
Well, you're lucky the buzzer just went off, so you nailed it. The time limit is we don't have one. It probably is time to look at some artwork, so we can totally do that. But first, I just wanted to do one quick little activity, because we're all creators and we all trying to find our own Ninja Turtles, like an IP that we create that explodes and takes over the universe. And then I thought, it ain't even that hard. We can do it. We can do it ourselves. So what I'm going to do is, Shaden, I need you first. I need from you an age-based adjective. So I'm thinking an age-based adjective, like elderly or
age-based. I'm gonna go young.
Young. All right. Now, quick from you, I need a look-based adjective, like think deformed or shapely, or extra points if it hints towards how that character came to be.
Spiky.
All right. See how easy this is, guys? We can do this. All right. Tom. Oh, no, Tom. I'm saving you till last. Alex.
Yeah.
I need a combat-based noun.
Noun? Is that like a
fighting style or a...
I don't know. What's a handbag? You know when
That's
you have
it.
like a
No,
handbag
you
and you
nailed it.
attack people with it?
Yep, perfect. Handbag. Nick May, I need an animal, please.
I would have to say echidna.
Excellent. Now, Tom, we need a we need a catchphrase. Actually, no, Tom, pause. Neil Blandon, we need a catchphrase. I'm thinking cowbunga, radical.
Zip Zap Zooey.
Zip Zap Zooey, perfect. Now, Tom, time to shine. We need a voice. We need, think Leonardo's commanding tone. Think Michelangelo's surfer stoner type. Whatever that word is. Give us something.
Young, spiky. Oh,
handbag.
Young, spiky handbag.
You
see, I'm definitely still considered young and not compensating. So zip zap zooey.
And that's how easy it is. The young spiky handbag echidnas, zip zap zooey, coming to you live on the Comic Studio, something or other.
Do they still like spiky things?
All right, let's do this thing.
Come on, let's see some.
Drawing my drawing. Drawing. Make any money with your drawing.
Shut up, bitch!
All right, when the Ruck says, shut up, bitch, that's when we take a look at some art that has been sent in. So first up, we have Davo, 77. Tony Davidson.
Oh,
Wicked.
nice one, Davo.
Nice.
Nice. Classic cloud use to not have to draw feet.
The Liefeld method.
Yeah. Rob O'Connor, he of the Death Ship Jenny.
Very good.
Wow.
Fantastic, Rob. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, awesome. Then Paul Cameron, the Ronin Collection.
Wow.
Ooh.
Holy moly.
Slow down. Oh,
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty done. Have I seen that one before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if we
done in an
split it. Because that's Leonardo. Oh, no, wait. That isn't. Jamie, what color headband does the Last Ronin wear?
Black.
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 Andrew Law.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
really good, Andrew.
Not to be outdone by himself, Davo 77.
Oh, nice.
70 stars, Danny.
Man, you can have my Instagram handle, Quick Draw. That's freaking very fast.
It's awesome. Nick May.
Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
That is wicked.
That'd be the defining feature of the Ronin, isn't it? It's the shoulder pads.
I hope so.
It's gotta be.
Nick, what's happening just off panel where the blood's dripping down from?
I was going to draw rain, and I thought it's too obvious that it would be raining in a dystopia. So I imagine there's just a gigantic hamburger just above him, and it's not actually blood; it's beetroot juice, and every Ronin loves a beetroot. I think.
Yeah, I mean that's Peter Laird said that. I think
he did. He said it to me actually. He just rang me. G'day, Peter. Yeah, I'm on the show. Sorry, mate.
I was hoping you were going to say it's blood rain, just because that would be like metal.
Oh yeah,
but no, beetroot juice is way cooler. Shade and Dew.
Whoa.
Halftones like you read about.
Mikey.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I thought about that too. Sorry, guys.
So good, Shaden.
Thank you.
Now we will take a look at our traditional folks in the room.
Oh my.
Tom Tung.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
classic turtles, just to make this really sad.
Tom, I only just now realized the expression. That's the last Ronin thinking back to the good times.
Yeah.
That is heart wrenching. Holy shit.
You feeling it, Spedsy?
I'm just going to let that sit there just so I can wait for the tears to dry up. Holy.
Is there any pizza in the Last Ronin?
No.
It's old pizza.
So what does he eat? Lasagna?
He hates it.
He hates it. Let's take a look, Jamie, as you put the finishing touches on.
Oh my god.
Oh,
wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Good call.
Righty, Nora.
That's amazing.
They look like the Turtles 3 liver spots that they had.
Yeah, well, I think that's the big thing. If you open up Ronin, he's got like the mutation. He's actually hulking as well, so he's massive and he's got all these like liver spots on him.
Whoa.
So well spotted.
Seriously, what does it take for me to actually buy a comic book and read it? I am blown away by every plot point that people give about this book. I must read. Adrian, have you got something we can take a look at?
Yeah. It's not nowhere near done, but hang on.
Sorry, I prematurely zoomed in on your face. Is that a Kevin Nash Scott Hall hat?
That's not a good look.
But there's
It is.
there's a Raphael in the background. It's a Raphael head. Is there a story behind him?
Did you kill Raphael?
Not really.
You got a turtle head behind you, bro.
Just a big head. There's a Deadpool head there too.
Too sweet.
Did it share it or not?
Oh, we're sharing things. Sorry, I was just looking at your head.
Yeah. No, that ain't going to help you.
All right, here we go. That makes way more
nice.
sense.
Yeah, nice.
Heck yeah.
It kind of Tokka and Razor kind of a feel to it too. I like that.
Yeah, I changed the nose a bit to make him more like, like when we crunch up our noses.
No, it's
So
good,
I
man.
wanted
I
to
like that.
not so like rounded.
Yeah, looks great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Liver spots, tick.
Is it really the last Ronin if it doesn't have liver spots?
I wish I could crunch up my nose. Mike got the only nose that crunches me up. It's so big. Anyway, Ken, what about you? Can we zoom in on your face?
I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It's just an
Awesome,
outline
Ken.
at the moment.
Hey, rad.
nice. Heck yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
keep working on adding blacks.
What's the knee pad that the Ronin's got? What is that? Can anyone tell me?
My one's like a hubcap looking thing. I don't know.
It's a hubcap? Is that
No,
what
no, it's not. It's like just armor, but it's instead of the knee pad things, they've just got like it looks like it's from a scrapyard.
Right.
But the way I draw it looks like a hubcap.
Sure. Do it.
Well, Jamie, you're almost correct. Armor, when it's on a leg, it's actually called legger. Neil, can we zoom in on your face and your turtle?
Oh, wow.
Voice.
That is so good.
Tell us about the little mouse down the bottom. What's he up to?
It's Splinter.
Splinter.
Oh, that's excellent. He's even got the hubcap as well. And the side baton that just sort of is 3 prongs.
Yeah, the prongy thing.
Fork. That's excellent. Nice.
Thank you.
Did we do everybody? I'm sure I'll get a message if I didn't. Some late hellos. Hey, Kay. Hey, Dan. Groot. Tom, it's too Friday to be hitting me right in the feels like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Or is it the perfect time?
Yeah. I never like to. If a movie is sad or a show is sad, I don't want to watch it. I want the sadness to creep up on me. I'll never choose sadness, but damn it, I don't enjoy it when I find it. All right, where are we at? This is tricky without my boy Sis. I've got to click lots of things. Sis is under the weather. I mean, we all are, really. The weather comes from the sky, and we're under it. But Sis is particularly under it. We are also missing Dave Dye, who is taking a little bit of a hiatus from the old drink and draw.
Is it a sabbatical?
The rumor is that Alex has insider information that I might have one too many jokes at Dave Dye's expense. Alex,
that's not exactly what I said, but we'll keep it for after the show.
I just want to say, get a thicker skin, Dave. I mean, Alex is still here, and I have hung a lot of shit on that guy. So,
yeah, let's not get into too much the scat information because I do have to shower an hour after the show.
Yep, good, right.
You're hanging a lot of shit on me, right? So I have to clean it off.
All right, we're going to do a speed round of promoting ourselves with a little segment that goes like this.
This poor person is looking through the newspaper for info on what projects our artists have been working on. And this lost individual is using a map to find where she can follow our artists on social media and buy their books. How about we save them the trouble and just tell them? We call this next segment Shameless Self-Promotion.
Yeah, so we're bringing back this feature, but it's a speed round. We've got a little clock up there. So everybody's got 1 minute to sort of spruik their wares and whatnot. My spruiking is a thank you. Vamoose Kickstarter is all wrapped. It is finished. It is here. It is in my hands. I just have to put it all together and send it. There was a minor mishap. There's nothing on the spine. So getting that printing mistake fixed up, and those books will be out to you as soon as possible. Some of you, if you want the no text spine variant, feel free to hit me up because what else am I going to do with them? But soon I will also send some to the comic shop of the Pink Flamenco, Nick May's brand new comic. And that is me. Get ready, Shade and Dew, because the traffic jam outside. All right.
I'm Shaden. I have got the No Man's Land series that is currently being reprinted. I'm in the midst of getting a new printer on board, someone local from Adelaide, which I'm really excited about. I believe I've got a few copies left of No Man's Land 1 in the comic store and also on my own website. 2 is sadly sold out, which I guess is a good problem to have, maybe. I'm coming up. I'm going to a couple of conventions at the end of the year in October. So if you're in Adelaide, I will be at the Adelaide Comic Toy Fair. I will also be at the Artcade event at St. Clair. And I will also be hitting up Anime Go as well. If you're in Adelaide, be sure to catch me there. That's all from me, really. Let's hear what Nick has got to say.
1 minute is a lot of time.
You did it. I don't really want to go for a full minute, so you can check out my stuff at detectivebudgie.com. There's a whole bunch of new books of mine in the comic shop. Now's a good time to buy comics books. This is just like there's been a restock of new books, so get a package deal, get on it, get excited. Thanks for watching.
Right, Tom, technically you can go for 1 minute and 37 seconds if you want.
Oh, no. All right. All right. So you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. My Mini Tom comics about my life have hit day 2,670 as of today. I do have print books, but where can you get them? Who knows? If you are in Melbourne, if you're in Melbourne on the first Saturday of the month, you can find me and Brendan Halliday at the Melbourne Comics Creator Monthly Meetups.
Excellent. Alex, go.
Okay. Yep. Sketch Party Sydney, first Wednesday of every month. It's a truck there going on. Yeah, just get onto the Sketch Party Sydney Instagram page. And just check out. You can see what it's all about. It's just basically artists getting together, drawing on a table, and and the pub displays all the artwork. Also, want to give a shout out to Beau Jardine. He's got he's working on a book, so just keep your. I saw a preview on it, so it's going to be really good. It's going to be on Kickstarter and all of that. So just keep your eyes on that one. He's not on the show yet, but I would love to get him on the show. He's a fun dude. And I'm gonna finish early. And before I go, quickly ask Nick: is the Pink Flamenco named after the ICP song? Are you secretly a juggalo?
Oh, time's up, Alex. Really sorry. Just a shout out to Alex Major, who, when I caught up with him not so long ago, he showed me sneak peeks of the book that he is putting together of his past comics and his drawing interludes, linking them all together. And it looks amazing. I've ruined a few things in my life, including D's Comics in Canberra. I drew a cover for Kieran Jack's In Purgatory #9. I drew the D's Comics exclusive. RIP D's Comics. I'm not sure where anyone can get that from, but it exists. Pink Flamenco. What a book. It's got nothing to do with whatever Alex said. Minty Frisket. My first Minty Frisket book was that one. My last one was that one.
Jamie.
Yep. So basically, I'm going to be a guest at BendyCon for the first time this month, which is cool. My issue 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm doing a 4-issue connecting cover series with King's Comics in Sydney, where I'm based. So I'm going to be popping a bunch of these on the website with some remarks and some sketches. Over the weekend. So I won't keep you too long. And you can probably catch me at Supernova later in the year.
Wow. 32 seconds. Go, Adrian.
I'll be at Oz Comic Con in Sydney in September. Apart from that, just drawing, doing bits and pieces, man. So that's it. I'm done. Till next year.
Got 11 seconds, Ken.
No, I've got nothing coming up. I recently did some pages for Bonfire movie something. It's a movie magazine for Dark Oz, but that's about it for now. But I will be at Supernova and Comic Con in Brisbane coming up end of the year.
Nice.
So yeah, might see you soon.
Right, Neil. This stupid clock means nothing anymore. So take all the time you want.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Kara, Instagram, Tumblr, Blandorama. I've got 2 issues of Bland out there at Reverie. And will probably be available at the comic shop soon. When Spencer gets better? No. When maybe Sis gets better. I've posted them up this week.
2 hours later.
That's it. And you can and you can see me down the shops anytime.
Excellent. Neil, are you going to BendyCon?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, I'll see
I have
you
no
there.
idea now.
I'll see you at Supernova Ken, says Kay.
Cool.
All right, well, that's been our show. We have a little something we do on the way out, and that's we like to dance it up, thanks to Alex Major. So let's, where's the thing? We click this. What do we got?
Yeah, there he is.
There we go.
Nice, Alex.
Walk and roll.
Alrighty, well, that's been our show for this week. Thank you so much to the artists in the room and to the artists at home. And we are now back to weekly with a rotating team of peeps. So next week you have Nicole Kane and Chris Pitcan again in the hosting chair, and they will be drawing and talking the Shazam family. And then the OGs will be back the following week. That's us to talk and draw Deadpool. So get your Shazams and your Deadpools ready to rock and or roll. It's up to you. There are shows all week coming up next week, such as Let's Make a Comic Book, Tuesday Chinwag. Shaden, are you on Wednesday?
I sure am, baby.
The Oz Comics show is on
I'm
Wednesday.
going to be on the Let's Draw comic book, so if anybody enjoys randomness, I'm there. Bitsy's head person.
Excellent. And then, finish the week out with another drink and draw.
Are you going to be on the show, Nick? On are you going to be on the show on Thursday?
Only if I'm allowed to draw legs.
Oh, we should have that done. That'll be fun. Anyways, go on, Spedsy. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're good.
Dave told me to do this. That's all.
Oh, that's all right. Before we go, of course, Neil, I got your several emails. You wanted to do a sign-off catchphrase before we go. So it's all yours. The floor's yours.
Have a good life. Draw comics.
Like and subscribe
Zip, zap,
to
zooey.
the channel.
Alfred, let's go shop.
Comics.shop.
Say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night. See you next time.
Press the button, the button.
Just press a button. See. Time to go home now, little